some things I want to say. You know, when you are an athlete like an Odell Beckham Jr., you have people who are watching your every step. They're saying that you're into men, you're not into women. They're just looking at every relationship. You got melanated women saying, well, why are you dating these lighter complected women? He's under the microscope more than any athlete outside of sports have ever been on. Like, look, what other athlete do y'all know that is more scrutinized than Odell Beckham? He's very much so scrutinized for his personal life. I mean, his playing, on the field, but more so off the field. People are so invested in who this guy is with. I've never been invested in who these guys are with unless I come across a hilarious story that I want to do a video on, but it's never me just every day checking, news to see this about one particular person. I'm usually talking about a bunch of different people. But you got people who wake up every day wondering who this guy's sleeping with, whether they're male, female, what kind of party he's at. And with this situation with this female, Slim Danger, they're now on this, oh, this guy's weird. Look at what fetishes he's into. Not understanding that it could be a lie. Look at the source. You have somebody who could be mixing truths with lies. Okay. She's talking about how he wanted her to defecate before she got to him and wanted her to wait 24 hours without taking a shower. That's stories that you've never heard come from Odell. This is a guy who's heavily scrutinized. You're hearing about it from her. This is a female who has low self-esteem. This is a female that has a hard time getting men to want to be with her outside of just screwing her because they don't want to be caught in public with her like that. And you look at her baby's father, Chief Keef, right? Chief Keef is a guy who he's been up in a lot of different females, average lookingness, women who are older than him indiscriminately. Now, he hasn't done it recently. I think he's calmed down. A lot of child support would do that. But you don't want to give energy to women who feel less than, women who have insecurity issues, because it's only going to magnify, like with Slim Danger. And I'm going to keep bringing up the fact that she got flued out by another rapper to make her baby's father look bad, just for a fanny pack and some Dizzy. Pretty much, that's what she did, and she had no qualms about it. But when the money's running low and no one cares, no one's trying to fly her out, she wants to, because I don't think they can go to Dubai or in these other countries, right? So they're here in America or whatnot. So they want to just they want to throw shit at the wall. Now, I don't know if you will ever know the complete truth, but what I do know is this. You guys have got to leave these insecure females alone. I don't care if they're Instagram models. I don't care how big of a following they have. I don't care how good their doctor was. The insecurities are going to be there. I don't care how much work done these chicks get on their face, on their bodies. It's not going to change who they are in the core. Their core. It's not going to change who they are. Their insecurity is going to be there forever, because that insecurity made you go and get work done. And you have these pro athletes and these rappers who get with these women, not understand that what you do in the dark will come to the light eventually when you deal with these women, because they feel no loyalty to you. They feel like you've gotten over on them. They feel like you've won, that you used them and tossed them to the side. They want to get some semblance of respectability back by any means necessary. And if it's by throwing you under the bus and trying to expose your fetishes and what you like, they're going to do that. They're going to do that. We are in a time and day where people are just so deeply insecure. People are so deeply they have no confidence in themselves anymore, male or female. A lot of these guys are not used to getting a certain type of woman. Like, look at some of the ex-wives of these NBA players from the 90s and 2000s. Look at how these women look now. Look at how they looked before. Once again, these guys they really didn't have no people skills. The most aggressive women were able to win because those women knew how to deal with these guys. These chicks were veteran groupies who were able to get to these guys young and get relationships out of them. Now, that's why I think that having a father figure in your life helps, because the guys who didn't have father figures, they go wayward and they end up dating these women and getting them pregnant and dealing with baby mama drama from them. They're in and out of unsuccessful relationships because they're looking for the wrong things in the women that they date. Now, I will say this, though. They're not putting rings on these dysfunctional heifers' fingers, which is probably a good thing, you know. But we have to look at the problem in our society. It is the low self-esteem, the low confidence that we have in ourselves. We could have everything and still be, lacking confidence. Low self-esteem, browbeaten by our life and society, depressed. There are a lot of people that are just depressed. They seek love wherever they can find it. Some women think that by dealing with different men, it's going to build their confidence. No, it's going to ruin you. You're going to be in a situation where you're going to need therapy in the latter parts of your life because you have been ran through, figuratively, literally. You've been ran through to the point of no return, man. To the point of no return. You have a lot of females like this that have no soul whatsoever. And what will happen is they will get with you and you will let your guard down. And what's going to happen is sooner or later they're going to use it against you. They're going to use it against you. This is why you have to be careful of the type of energy you bring in your life, whether it be who you're dating, whether it be friends, family, co-workers. You have to work on yourself mentally. You have to be able to surround yourself with people who are of positive mind, not of enablers, people who are going to be honest with you, but are going to allow you to make your own decisions. Your fall is going to be your fall. There's nobody else to blame. I just want a lot of you guys who do build something for yourself to be careful of the type of women that you bring in your life, because you have women that have nothing to lose, nothing. And they will ruin your life. They will ruin your reputation. They will ruin your relationship with your kids because they have nothing else to lose. But they know that you may. And they're going to make things as miserable for you as possible. That is why you have to be very, especially a lot of you guys, man. These athletes, listen, y'all got to understand, a lot of different people listen to me. I do have celebrities who listen to me, rappers, singers, they listen to me. I know because I've spoken to them. So I would tell them, or anybody, especially them, because they have a lot more to lose than anybody. They have a reputation, they have a career, they have a whole lifestyle that could be derailed by an accusation. An accusation can destroy everything a man builds these days. That is why with more money comes more responsibility. With more fame comes more responsibility. With more of a platform becomes more of a responsibility. And a lot of us as men, we find ourselves in situations where we can lose it all. Our reputations could be stained forever. All it takes is one woman just being disgruntled and just saying anything that comes to mind, whether it's true or not, whether it's truth mixed with lies, which happens. We have people who would mix truths with lies in order to make you look bad and to make themselves look like victims. That's just the time that we are in. That is why you have to be careful. You have women out here they have no soul. They have nothing to look forward to. They're looking at the right now. They're not looking at the future. They're looking at the right now. They're willing to embarrass themselves in order to ruin you, to make you feel bad, make you hurt, because they're hurt. They're hurting inside. They're hurting mentally, emotionally, due to probably the amount of neglect and abuse that they have dealt with, to where they just don't have any care for anybody's life, not even their own. You got people who are so careless that they're willing to ruin themselves just to ruin you. And we have a lot of those people in our society. We have a lot of people who would destroy themselves in order to destroy you. They will embarrass themselves in order to embarrass you. This female said that she was told not to shower for 24 hours. That she, on 2 occasions, once was told to defecate and then to defecate again, on action. And they don't understand that makes them look bad too. It makes men understand why you shouldn't deal with certain people. And this is why I hope Odell learns a lesson from this and understand that you need to get out these streets, bro. You may be a successful athlete, but you have to also be very careful of the women you bring into your life, the energies you bring into your life, because they're going to do whatever it takes to bring you down. They see you as an easy target. They say people talk about them anyway. The media goes at them anyway. So why not I do the same,